Thank you, Niki. Yeah, filmmaking is awful. I mean, it's so bad. Oh, that is Foshka. Yeah, my name is Niki Iliev, and as I said, filmmaking is a nightmare, but it's like when it's your dream and your passion, you have to just go through that nightmare. So I went through it so many times, and I just want to share a little bit of my experience with you, no matter how bad it is. So, I want to see the presentation. Anyway, since I was a kid, I wanted to make movies. Then my parents tried to say, "Are you out of your fucking mind? You shouldn't do that shit." But anyway, I did some other shit, and then at some point I decided, oh, okay, I should go forward with that dream. I was like 26, 27 years old, maybe, like 16 years ago, maybe. And I started to ask around, how can you make movies in Bulgaria? It's a small market. And is there going to be any profit? I mean, is that going to be like my hobby, or is it going to be like my profession? I'm going to make a living out of it. Yeah, so yeah, that's me, that's our film crew. We can go to the next slide, which I'm going to do. Okay, and the people told me, yeah, Bulgaria is a small market, you cannot make any money out of movies. And they said, okay, this is the Bulgarian box office. Let's say you make a movie. This is how much the movie theaters will take you. This is how much the distributors will take from your profit, minus some marketing costs. So that's maybe how it's going to end up in your pocket after that. Can we go one more? Yeah. So a low to mid-budget movie in Bulgaria is like 300 to 500 euros. So the higher scoring Bulgarian movies at the box office are like up to 300 to 500 euros. But minus all the percentages, you end up with this. So the option is like investing in a movie in Bulgaria and then making a profit. It's like out of the question. So what are the options? They told me you should go to the Bulgarian National Film Center. But actually, if you go there, they're going to cut you off because this was like 16 years ago and it was like kind of a mafia and you have to be connected and stuff like that. So yeah, probably that's not going to work for you. So what was my plan? Next, please. I wrote the script, and at this point, it was like 2008, I think, 2008. Next, please. This is the cinema center in Bujana. It was like during the socialism, the communism, it was used like to make Bulgarian movies there. But it's huge, a lot of equipment, and too expensive to maintain. So after the changes in 1989, it just went kaput and nobody was using it. So the Bulgarian government decided to sell it. And who bought it? A company, American company called New Image Bulgaria. So they said, but they bought it to like a suspiciously lower price, like 6 million euro, 6 million level or something like that for this huge place. It was like a total hoax, the total shame. But they said, you know what, we're not going to make only American movies there. We're going to do some Bulgarian movies, and we're going to do a contest for a movie script. And we're going to produce that Bulgarian movie to show you that we're not going to make only American movies. We're going to support the Bulgarian movie industry. So I wrote the script and I said, okay, I'm going to apply. I have nothing to lose. The Bulgarian Film Center is out of the question. So I applied. There were like 57 people who applied and I won it. It was like an international jury. I was very surprised, but I won. But then this guy, who is like the chairman, the director of the New Image Bulgaria, I met with him and he said, you know, Niki, the Bulgarian movies are like, cost like as much as our catering, so there's no point of us investing in your movie. I'm sorry, but I just said that for the media. Yeah, and I said, yeah, but I'm here. It's kind of a bitch-ass move to do that. And he said, you know what, I want to help you. I'm a good guy. I want to help you anyway. So I'm going to give you some equipment and I'm going to give you this like film studios, which cost a lot, of course. And I'm going to give you a letter, which you're going to give to the Bulgarian Film Center, and you're going to apply for money. But since I'm helping you already, there's no other way for them to like cut you off. And I said, okay, I'm going to take the letter. I applied this time with my name on it. And I was first out of 57, 57 scripts. And in the Bulgarian Film Center with a Bulgarian jury in 2009, I was last with the same script. So I decided that maybe this is some kind of a political thing going on, and maybe I'm not accepting it in that. So next, please. I decided to connect with some movie-making friends of mine, which like were in the Bulgarian movie mafia back then. And I said, you know what? You want to take my script, and you're gonna use it like as yours, and then if you win, we're gonna decide what we're gonna do with the movie. So they did that. Took my script, took my name out of it. They applied, and as I was last at the next competition, we were first without me, of course, touching it. And we were like very happy. We won 1 million level, and we were going to make this movie, and so on and so on. But then some new government came to power. Yeah. I see a lot of Bulgarians here, apparently. Yeah. It's yeah, for the non-Bulgarians, this some new government is our new government right now. Yeah, it's still new. It's kind of still new. I mean, this is not a political speech, but it's going that way. I had no intention to do that. So, but yeah, you're talking about government money, and somehow the government is involved anyway. So this guy said, "Are you fucking insane? Giving so much money to the Bulgarian movies? We're not going to do that shit." And they didn't give us anything. So we didn't make that movie anyway, because we had no money. So, and I said, okay, this is like a very screwed situation because I have no options. So how I'm gonna fulfill my dream, because I'm trying all these shady and unshady ways, and we're not have any results. And then I decided to go my way, which nobody has done before. And we can go. We make this movie, The Foreigner, in 2012, then this Living Legends 2014, then you can go. Oh, She Wrote, I had a little bit of trouble on that, but it's okay, I'm not going to talk about it. On 2018, Oh, She Wrote, please go. Then The Reunion Part 2, and then this movie is going to be out this December 6th, actually. So, how did we do that without the Bulgarian government involved? How does it actually work? One more, please. One more, and then we're going to go back. Mostly product placement. But when you hear product placement in a movie, it sounds kind of bad because you're paying to see a movie and not to see commercials. So it's very thin line. So go back, please. Back, the other way. The other way. The other way. Yeah. One more. Yeah. So what we do is we are making a script breakdown. David Fincher, the famous director, is saying there is no contemporary movie which there are no product placements in it. I mean, if the movie is contemporary, if we're making a scene out of this, we're gonna see a lot of, waters, phones, watches, sunglasses and stuff, and they're here. They have to be here. So what we do, I'm writing a script, and we are making a script breakdown. And we're looking about what it has to be in the movie anyway. So we first start, please go forward. One more. Here, we start with the location. Are there some towns, some cities, some municipalities that they're looking for some movie companies to shoot there so they can make an advertisement of the city? At that time, Plovdiv was like a Bulgarian European capital of culture, and we discovered that they're giving actually some money to some projects. Nobody from the film industry applied because they were giving only 50,000 euro, and they wanted much more. But we said, oh, we're going to take this money, just let us shoot there. So we went there, we went to Plovdiv, and they said, you can use all the streets, you can block all the streets, you can do whatever you want, and we're going to give you this money, because nobody has shot in Plovdiv for 30 or more years. And they wanted just to show their movie, their city in the movie. So we went there, please one more, and actually the whole city was in our we were doing whatever we wanted with it. We had a scene at the station, which the scene. This girl was supposed to get on the train, and the train was supposed to leave. And I'm going to the station, and there is some guy from the station coming to me and said, "Mr. Iliev, is the locomotive good on that side of the train?" And I'm thinking, I was making these low-budget movies for no money, and we were like using our cars and everything, we were like amateurs and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, I have the power to change the whole train and to move the locomotive and stuff like that. I mean, but I was very humble to do it. And then he said, "Why the fuck am I so humble? Move the fucking locomotive." I mean, the cell was better in that side. So he said, "Just give me 10 minutes." He moved it. And then this train took off and came back 8 times, and I was like, "Oh, that's amazing." So yeah, and they were paying us to do that. So that's part of the script breakdown. This was one of the things that was in the script. We had to film in the city. So this city, instead of paying them, they paid us, and they gave us all the streets. You can move forward. Same thing happened with Pomoria. They said, I mean, everybody's going to Nesebor, to Sunny Beach, to Lozanec and stuff like that, some other cities in the Bulgarian coast. And we want to attract more people in Pomoria. And they said, "We're going to close the harbor for you. We're going to give you some money. We're going to do whatever you want. We're going to give you boats and stuff like that." So we did it. Then it was fun, and it was beautiful, and it was nice. You can move forward. Same thing. Everybody's driving in the movie. So instead of like renting cars or like driving our own cars, we're going to some car companies and we ask for some money and some cars, of course. And some of them deliver. We can move on. Restaurants, and I'm going to play a very short video. Sorry that I'm taking so much time, but it's kind of interesting. When you're making a movie, you have a crew with like at least 50 or 60 people with the actors, and they have to eat for a month or more somewhere outside of Sofia, which they don't live in, and they have to like eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So that's a lot of money to pay for it in a good restaurant because we're going to want to give them good food. So what we did, if we can play one video, which is called Orlin something, there was this guy with a big restaurant in the middle of Plovdiv, and we told him, if we make one scene at your restaurant, are you going to feed us for the whole month? Our whole crew, which is a lot of money. It's not money, but it's basically a lot of money. And he said, you have a famous singer in your actors, Orlin. If he gives us a concert for free, and you shoot the movie, I'm gonna like give you the food. And I was thinking, okay, what if he give you the concert, and we make the movie at the same time? And the audience that come to the concert will be our extra in the movie. And we're not gonna pay them. And he said, if you think that's going to work, I doubt it, but you can try. So, yeah, you can play it, but yeah, put the volume down a little bit, and I'm going to tell you when to lower it down. So we went there. This is the guy. Maybe not this guy. Orlin is the singer. He's supposed to sing. And we made a Facebook post and Instagram post, and we said, Orlin Pavlov is having a concert in the theater. That's the name of the restaurant. And we're making a movie at the same time. So if you want to come to the concert and be in a movie, please come. And they came, and it was full. All these people are not extras, and they're just like customers. But what happened? And they said, you know what? If you're making a movie, you're like doing so many takes, they're going to get distracted, they're going to talk, and it's going to be a disaster. And I said, what if Orlin sings 3 songs, then we make the scene once, we make 1 take, I explain to the audience what's going on, then he sings 3 more songs, then we make 1 more take, and then he sings 3 more songs, and then we had 1 more take. In that way, they're not going to be like bored out of this. And he said, all right, but try it. Then I walked out, explained to the people what we were doing, how we were shooting the movie, when they have to pretend to talk, but not talking actually because they're going to disrupt the sound. They have to pretend to clap, but not clapping actually. And they followed it through. They did it. So all these people. Yeah, they were just like there for the concert. And they did it. And it was great. We get all these extras for free. We get all the food for free, and we get the location to shoot the movie in. Yeah, Orlin is supposed to sing maybe just just forward a little bit so we can hear him sing just for a few seconds because he has a nice voice and it's a good song. A little bit more, a little bit more. Yeah. Nešto няма. Usually, if you do a movie, you have to pay like a 50 level for each person there. So it's like, it was cool. Anyway, you can cut it down. We're not here to see the whole scene. We can continue with that. And we can move a little forward with the next few slides, and I'm going to be done. I'm going to take any more of your time, of course. No, to the next slide. Yeah, the other thing that we did, the last movie that we made this movie for about this guy who is a real guy. He's a Paralympian. He lost his arms when he was 14 years old. He grabbed the electric pole and yeah, Mishu. Yeah, it was bad. So we decided to make a real movie about him, not a documentary. I mean, a feature film. And we got some money from the government, but we needed more. So we decided, how are we going to get some more money with product placement, which is not exactly product placement, because we cannot use the cars, we cannot use like beverages and stuff like that in a story like that. It's kind of a bad taste. So this is his most famous picture, and Allianz were their sponsor, were his sponsor. So we decided, okay, let's make it the same, use the same people, but they can give us money for the movie. So it's a real thing, and we're making the movie with them. So next slide, please. So this is the guy Noom Shopov, who plays Mishu, and we connected with them. We said we're gonna do the same picture, we're gonna do the same thing. Are you gonna sponsor us? You sponsored him before. Can we help us now? So we did it the same thing. So it's like, it's truthful for the story, truthful for the movie, and it's good for the movie because the movie was done because of that. Yeah, Noam actually has 2 arms, but this is like CGI, so we had to remove it. Just keep going a little bit more. The same thing when you have like some sports competition, instead of making up some companies, you can go to some real ones and use their logos, and they can pay you for this. This is an octagon. For those who follow UFC, this is like a ring, but it's for MMA. So the same thing. If you use an empty canvas, it's going to look fake. So you have to put some logos on. Instead of making up some logos, you can put real logos and get money for it. So that's how you fund the movie without making an obvious product placement, which is damaging the story. A little bit more. And if you don't want to damage the story even more, you can just use the social media accounts of the actors to make some social media posts, which are not in the movie, but they're not damaging the movie, so they're just part of the campaign. So you're advertising at the same time as these guys, a little bit more cross promotion. They're giving us these billboards, and they're getting the faces of the movie. We're getting commercial of the movie. They're getting commercial of their brand. A little bit more. The same thing with Volkswagen. They gave us money for that, and we put them on the poster just like that. So it's again cross promotion. They're promoting in their channels, and we're promoting in our channels. So it's like both goes both ways. And a little bit more. Also on the red carpet at the premieres and stuff like that. A little bit more. A little bit more, and that's the final one. So, just to summarize everything. 0 investment, you get the whole profit. You aim for win-win, so your partners get advertisement in the cinemas when the movie goes to theaters, outdoor advertisement as a cross-promotion, internet commercial in like different websites, social media posts, TV. We have like deals with BTV all the time. They air it in the prime time. Then we're selling the movie mostly in the HBO Max. We sold 2 movies on Netflix, and then after all this is done, I put it on YouTube. So usually when a brand is doing an ad campaign, they're putting some money on the social media, they're putting some money on TV, they're putting some money on the outdoor, and in this case, they're putting the money on all of this. So I think it's a win-win for like all the parties involved. I'm not sure what the connection to you guys might be, but if you have a brand and you want to put it in a movie, and if it's part of our story, I'll be happy to collaborate. If there are some foreigners here, maybe there are, we can do the same in your country. We have like ways to adjust things. So yeah, that's basically it. Thank you for your attention. I'm Niki. Thank you very much.